if you're watching this video, you may be worrying that the man you want is losing interest in you and doesn't hunger to see you and be around you like he used to. You're probably feeling pretty disheartened or even stuck in your relationship, not knowing what to do to change the situation. Maybe this feeling of disconnect between you and your man has left you with a dull feeling of loss in your heart. If your man is not chasing you like a ravenous hungry bear and he's not giving you the sweet loving attention you want, then this is the perfect video for you. Having feelings of doubt about how much you mean to the man you want can feel like agony. In fact, it's the pits. Being involved with someone who either takes you for granted or doesn't make a real effort to make you feel special or desired can impact you in so many ways. Your day-to-day happiness, your friendships, productivity at work, your sleep, the list goes on. So if you're tired of feeling neglected and unimportant, then keep watching this video as I reveal 5 powerful tips to make a man miss you like crazy. Hi, I'm Nadine Peart, a relationship expert for women and the founder of Healthy You, Healthy Love. I'm also the creator of 4 world-leading love and relationship programs, including Unlock His Heart and Never Lose Him. If you've not heard of me, then this is the place to be as I answer all of your unanswered questions about understanding men, wholehearted commitment, and lasting attraction. So let's get to the juiciest part of this video, the secrets to get a man to miss you. So what happens when you doubt whether the man you're with is that invested in you? Typically, this relationship dynamic will eat your confidence and trigger you to scramble for attention and act needy. Or maybe you do the opposite. You try to act like you don't care about him, which sees you distancing yourself as a way of self-protection, which can make the situation far worse. Basically, you start playing games to see how much he cares, which is always a recipe for disaster. Or maybe you dance between being needy and distant to test his commitment. The truth is, no matter how emotionally evolved you might be, how many therapy sessions you've had, it's only natural to want to feel as though you deeply matter to that special someone. Deeper connection is what all humans need to thrive, which means it's okay to want to be desired and feel missed by the person we care about and love. Sure, space is always a good thing, though it's still nice for someone to want to see us again and again and again. So if no matter how much attention you give your man, you still feel like he doesn't really yearn to be with you, he's not reaching out asking to spend quality time with you, he doesn't seem interested in what's happening in your life, he's not texting or calling you all that much or at all, then there's a good chance he's become complacent and needs to remember how important you are to him. So let's look at 5 ways to make a man miss you like never before. But before I do, there is something very important to mention. These tips are about redefining your values so that you can engage with him on a level he responds to long term. This is not about manipulation because it simply doesn't work over time. So first up, we'll start with number 5. Give him some space. When a woman wants more attention from a man, they tend to do the opposite of giving him space. Often they don't make plans with their friends, or they'll cancel her plans if the guy finally wants to see her, even at the last minute. The reality is, if you're always available, he doesn't have to make an effort to see you because he knows he can have you when he wants to. One common thing I've noticed in most relationships is that men usually want a little more space than women do. Most of the time, they need that space in order to reconnect with themselves and then miss you. Doesn't mean he doesn't want to be around you, he simply needs some space to be a better version of himself when he is with you. Most women don't readily give a man the space they want because they fear that the man won't come back. Typically, the opposite is true. So how do you give him the right kind of space? Don't spend every night of the week at his house, even if he invites you. How can you possibly be free every single night if you're engaging in your own interests? Which leads to my next point. It's important to create your own special moments away from him. So instead of waiting for him to hopefully suggest to do something with you, or instead of looking lovingly into his eyes all day, Find things that you can do that supports your core values. It could be as simple as reading at night instead of watching TV. If he doesn't want to go for a walk, then you still go on your own. Making time to see your friends more rather than waiting until he's busy. Taking a weekend on your own, maybe a yoga retreat to recharge your batteries. The more healthy space you both have, the more you'll miss one another and have lots to talk about when you reconnect again. Women are known for losing themselves in a relationship, so don't be that woman and never give up on your own interests. He'll find your motivation and self-investment intriguing and even sexy. Number 4, show kindness, but don't be a doormat. If you want your man to miss you more, then do things that he will rarely get from somebody else. If you show him some acts of kindness, you're on your way to make him miss you and love you more. If he loves grilled cheese sandwiches, make sure you make that up for lunch. Perhaps he loves a movie, grab him a few passes to the cinema. If he's a football fan, watch that with him sometimes. And if he loves to have the boys over for hockey, why not make your own plans on the hockey nights and encourage him to invite his buddies over to hang out? When you regularly show your guy that you love him in small and personal ways, he's got no choice but to value you and miss you when you're not around. The trick here is to not overdo it with the sweet gestures. Why? Firstly, you're not his mama, you're his girlfriend or wife. So be sure to match him in his level of affection and devotion, rather than becoming a Stepford wife who would do anything and everything to get his affection. You're not his servant or doormat, you're his partner. So act from your heart, not from fear, neediness, and desperation. Secondly, and most importantly, you don't want him to feel obligated to be with you or that you're trying to buy his affection. This doesn't work. No one wants to feel pressured into being with someone, and being too accommodating can feel like smothering. Mothers can do this, not you. So moderation is the key. In fact, in my program, Unlock His Heart, I reveal a powerful technique that unlocks the heart of a man instantly, and it's called the apple pie technique. It will help with this topic, so be sure to check that out below in the description. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. So the next point is number 3, mysterious acts. Giving your guy a sweet surprise adds a little fun into the relationship, and men love to have fun with the woman they want to commit to. And let's face it, everyone loves a little mystery, and your guy isn't immune to that. If your goal is to make him want more of you, then be ready to keep some secrets to yourself. You don't have to share your life story in one sitting. He doesn't need to know everything about you right away. In fact, that's how a lot of men lose interest. Why? Because too much too soon can overwhelm people. Instead, drip feed the hidden parts of you. A man wanting a relationship will want to know you emotionally and deeply, though it's also very easy to judge someone on what they share. This is why it's important to be authentic while also knowing when to share less or more about yourself. And if you're in the early stages of dating, this is critical. Secondly, you can add mystery by being a little spontaneous or by thinking out of the box. Invite him to do something unexpected. Ditch a night at home, eating dinner on the couch, watching Netflix, and try an outdoor adventure. If you normally go to the same coffee shop on a Saturday morning, why not try going to the markets? Create some intrigue through unexpected text messages. If the relationship feels stale, a few sexy messages while he's at work can work wonders. A man can withdraw or even stray when he's bored, so keep him on his toes and interested. And if you're fun to be around, he'll be excited to see you again, and he'll definitely miss you when you're not around. Number 2, make him crave for more. Everyone wants to get a taste of something great, something special. And when they finally do, they want to come back for more. That is common with men. Well, this is pretty common for humans in general. Most want what they can't have, or they value something they had to work for. I wish this wasn't the case, though unfortunately what is valuable is not easily bought, and what is valuable to someone is something they normally look after and well. This is why building intimacy over time is a powerful way to stir a man's deeper feelings and desire for you. This also gives you time to work out how compatible you are in the ways that really matter. Be a little flirtatious, but don't give him everything. For example, hold off giving him a kiss on the first date, particularly if you met online or on an app. Make him wonder and fantasize about each level of affection he experiences with you. Sure, some people will go all the way on the first date and stay together. It's important to know that this is the minority. The majority of relationships do not start with sex on the first date. So be careful to not make decisions based on the few people this has worked for. In a nutshell, men like to earn things, and your affection falls into that category. Trust me, you'll both appreciate each other more if you take your time to get to the finish line. And this point isn't really about you being a rare precious stone that he has to work hard to find and keep. This is about you honoring your own values and desires. If you want true love and you want to choose the best man for you, then this tip works for you in a big way. It's not about him. I want you getting attached to the right man for you, not the wrong one. My last tip is be the type of woman he would actually miss. If you've carefully observed all the other tips mentioned and neglect this one, you may have missed it all. Now imagine this scenario. Natasha and Frank have been dating for 2 months and always have a great time together. They find themselves laughing at the most silly things and have developed a unique lingo of their own. At the same time, Natasha is no pushover. She's an assertive woman, yet she's drama-free and always warm and kind with him. Because of this, Frank feels free and easy around Natasha and he can't get enough of her. What about Peter and Jane? They bicker a lot when they're together, and Peter is always mentally preparing himself for Jane's nagging because he feels like she's always doing it. Sure, they have some fun together, though most of their interaction is peppered with Jane finding some kind of fault in Peter's actions. If she's not telling him to perhaps wear a different shirt, she's letting him know that he's not getting it right in some way. Basically, spending time together is not triggering enough pleasure. Guess which guy is going to miss his lady more when they're apart? Well, most humans are actually very simple. We either pursue pleasure or we avoid pain. So when he's with you and he's laughing, enjoying your company, connecting with you and feeling respected and accepted by you, he's sure to feel pleasure being with you and will want more of that, more of you. Whereas if your relationship is more like Peter and Jane's, he's hearing a lot of nagging instead of appreciation and affection. The reality is, a man might care deeply for you, but if he feels like he can't win with you, he will be left with nothing else but pain in his heart. Instead of getting him to miss you and pursue you, these actions may cause him to avoid you or get away from you as often as he can, which is horrible and sucks. The good news, this reaction in him can be avoided. So what's the secret to making him miss you? Be an awesome girlfriend and partner by finding a constructive way to resolve issues. Instead of nagging, greet him with an open heart and a willingness to understand each other. Make sure that he knows what he does right. Let him know what he does that turns you on, so that his heart and mind associate you with pleasure. Men want to be your hero, so make him feel like one, not a villain. What man doesn't love that? And that's it on my list for today's topic. For more insightful tips about how to captivate a man to love you and experience wholehearted commitment, then grab your free gift below, which will also give you access to my content-filled free newsletter. Don't forget to comment, like, and share this video with your friends. And just in case you've not subscribed to my channel, hit the red button below this video and the bell button to be notified of our new videos each week. See you next time.